got one more quick story, then we head to the dark parts of the cave. Come on up, guys. Gather on around. Those bats are so cool. We have about 80,000 living in this cave today. Like I said earlier, one bat can eat 1,000 mosquitoes in an hour. So 80,000 bats, that's 80 million mosquitoes gone in an hour, just like that. That's why we love those guys so much. Cool stuff. All right. This next story I want to tell, one more in here, as pertains to modern day tours, was happened to us a few times. This story, this incident has happened to several cave guides for about 60 years now. Sometimes tour guides are standing right there talking to y'all on the daytime tours, the lights on and everything. They're talking to y'all, and sometimes they would glance up, and they see a person dressed in all white on top of that tower staring back at them. They say, that person shouldn't be up there, it should be either down here or out of the cave. So they call her up and say, hey, you on the tower, get down off that tower or leave the cave, one or the other. Every single time the person up there would not respond or move one single inch. Well, the cave guide up here would get frustrated. He'd go back over there to the mammoth room. There's actually a phone on the wall, back behind that wall right there. He'd go up to the cave and say, hey, I got a person up there who's not moving, shouldn't be down here, so let's meet in the middle, let's flush him out, get him out of this cave. So the plan was they both hang up, the tour guide down here start walking up that way, and the tour guide from the cave desk would walk down as well to the front door. Every time they did this, they'd meet in the middle and not find a single person or anything on top of that tower or anywhere inside this cave on that walkway. Kind of a weird thing. Yeah. This has happened several times over the years, and every cave guide has given the same reports of the person dressed in all white on top of that tower. It's happened so much we actually do not call out to that thing anymore. We believe it could be something else. Yeah, it could be. Now, I didn't believe the story at all until last year about July. I was standing right there talking to everybody down over here, and sure enough, I glanced up, and this time, I see the person in all white, this time pacing back and forth on top of the tower, but staring back at us the entire time. Didn't take their attention off us at all. But then I realized we're doing tours every 20 minutes a day when it happens. There's always a tour group up top as well while you're down in the cave. So I figured there's a tour group after us. So I left out of here, went behind the Liberty Bell right there, looked up again. That person was still up there, but this time they're still by themselves. We should have had 45 other people with them up there with them that day. So when I got out of the cave, I waited for the next tour who's after me come on out, and I asked the cave guy, I said, hey, we got into the cave after me, were we still down in the bottom of this pit at all? She said, no, we were already gone. There was not a soul down in the bottom of this chamber at all. So that person was still by themselves. We believe that person, or whatever it is, could possibly be Mr. William Lynch. He passed away in 1927 and his request that he be buried inside this cave. However, his daughters thought that was a really grotesque idea, didn't do it. So he's actually buried in a cemetery about 3 miles away from here. So he's not down here officially. So it could be him on top of that tower, wanting to be a part of this cave and being around us because that's what he wanted to do. Or it could be him because he also, on the tours, he's staying on top of the debris pile. He made sure whoever got into the cave would make sure they get back out safely on top of that ladder. So it'll be one or two things. Either he's down here checking us out or making sure we're having safe tours all throughout the cave. We just leave it at that it's Mr. Lynch to this day. We blame all the bad things that happen down here on him. Anytime we have lights go out, it's Mr. Lynch. There's something to blame it on. All right, guys, we're going to move forward for a couple things. We're about to go from a 200-foot tall ceiling in this room down to a 5'8" ceiling back in this passage, so please watch your heads. We also may or may not see bats in there. If you see one, please don't pet it, swat at it, or turn them as a pet. They're cute, please don't do that. Anyone who wakes up and starts to fly at you, just do what I do. You wait till I say when it gets to you, they're going to duck. You let the person behind you worry about that bat for you. That's their problem. And if that's good for you guys, let's head forward. Here we go.